Do you know the questions to ask yourself when you can call an exposure or Mahjong? That's today's Daily Talk of the Tiles for September 30th, 2025. When can you call a discard? Ask yourself these three questions. Will it give you Mahjong? Is it a concealed hand or an exposed hand? Are you able to make an exposure? So let's break this down. Player A discards a tile. Now note, once they either fully name it or it touches the table, they're committed to discarding. They can't take it back, even if they missed a joker exchange. Discards can be claimed by any of the other three players, so it doesn't need to be their turn. Once player A discards a tile, player B, C, or D can all claim it. Remember that once a tile is seen, it remains seen. So if you call a discard, you don't just put it in your rack. You must be able to call it for either Mahjong or an exposure. That discard goes right directly to the flat top part of your rack. If it's for Mahjong, you can call any current discard, other than a correctly named joker, for the win, and that's even if you're going to use it to complete a single, group of singles, or a pair. If it's not for Mahjong, then there's specific rules. You could only call it when you could expose a grouping of tiles. Singles, group of singles, and pairs cannot be exposed until you have Mahjong. So a tile you need for NEWS, for 1, 2, 3, for the current year, none of those can be called for an exposure. They can only be called when that's the 14th tile you need for the win. Before calling Mahjong, only groupings of 3 or more identically written tiles on the card can be exposed. Now, a reminder, now this isn't about exposures, but just a kind of similar reminder. Jokers can never be used as singles and group of singles or pair. There's no exception to that. A discarded joker that's named joker, same, or the last discard is a dead tile and cannot be called. There is no requirement you have a natural tile like a 2 dot in order to call a 2 dot. So in your rack you have 2 jokers and you need a pung of 2 dots, 3 2 dots. You can call that discarded 2 dot and put it on the flat top of your rack and then add 2 jokers to it. When you win, you could even have a pung or kong or higher of all jokers. You would never see that until you win, though, because you can't call a joker. Hands on the card could be marked with either X for exposed or C for concealed. If it's X for exposed, we think of those as like building blocks. You're building on the way to those 14 winning tiles. If it's C for concealed, you never get to show those building blocks. They all stay in your hand. When you're playing concealed, you could either pick or call your winning tile, the current discard for Mahjong. Just remember, not an exposure. So concealed, it all stays hidden. Years ago, the league started putting concealed hands on the bottom of each section, if there is one in that section, which has really helped players keep track of where the concealed hands are and not make an exposure by accident. A reminder, if you didn't see our video yesterday, just because you're playing a concealed hand, you're still able to do a joker exchange because the joker goes either in your rack or you discard it. You're not exposing, and you could still pick or call your winning tile. So if you want to learn more about concealed hands, check out yesterday's video. And if you want a guidebook to keep tableside and help improve your game, Reviews Are In, our visual companion guide for American Mahjong, is a very valuable resource for players of all levels. We've updated it for the 2025 card and the 2024 Mahjong Made Easy, including bulletins and calls to the league. It's available on Amazon, and if you have a group of 8 or more, or you're a teacher, we give discounts online on Modern Mahjong. We invite you to shuffle into Serenity. We're having a Canasta retreat at the all-inclusive Miraval Berkshires. It's taking place August 21st to the 24th. We hope you'll join us. If you don't yet know how to play Canasta, we got you there too. December 2nd, 4th, 9th, and 11th, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 to 8:15 Eastern Time. We're going to be doing a series, and if you can't take all of these lessons live, you have a full month after the last class to watch them on private video. Any questions, you could email us at modernamericancanasta@gmail.com. If you want to elevate your Mahjong game, we're back with Kveller again to host another series, and this is our intermediate series, November 9th, 16th, and 23rd. We hope you'll join us live, and just like the Canasta series, this will be recorded, and Kveller will give links for private reviewing for a full month after the class. If you're in the South Florida area, we invite you to join us for Meet, Eat, Play, Repeat. It's going to be lunch and social games. We're looking forward to a wonderful afternoon. You could register on modernmahjong.com. And while you're there, if you're going to be in Naples, we invite you to join us for morning mahjong. Rise and rack for breakfast and a lovely morning of mahjong. As you could tell, we love sharing information to help players play with confidence. We hope that you'll like, comment, save, and share. We're available for teaching both in person and virtually, as well as presentations. Our calendar is already getting filled up for mid-April through July of doing card review classes in person and virtually. So if you have any questions about scheduling that, send us an email at modernmahjong@gmail.com. With that, we hope you have a great day and a great game.